Kurt Sander, can you tell us about how meeting Father Ivan Moody and encountering his work shaped your own career?
Well, I first met Father Ivan when I was very young, just getting out of school, and he was an inspiration in the sense that he was an Orthodox composer, and I was wanting to pursue sacred music in my writing as well. And he took the time to answer some questions about my thoughts on sacred music, concert hall music, and that kind of thing. And what I really appreciate about Father Ivan is he really believed that his writing it extended beyond the church and into the concert hall, and the use of sacred themes and Orthodox inspired chant in concert settings was very appealing to me.
So, can you tell us how that sort of fed into pieces like Heaven and Earth or your Grammy nominated Divine Liturgy setting?
Well, it's a good question. Actually, it was Father Ivan's Passion and Resurrection that kind of inspired me to incorporate some of those themes. And I know that Father Ivan didn't really talk about liturgical and paraliturgical. He really saw them as kind of art music was an important cultural extension of liturgical music. And so using that philosophy, I did incorporate certain liturgical themes in my compositions, like in with Eyes Unveiled, I use the Memory Eternal theme as and incorporated that into the larger tapestry of the composition. And certainly in the liturgy, there are certain things that can be functional within the liturgical context, but also can be done in a concert hall with a larger choir and a without having to interact with the functionality of the liturgy.
So, this last January, I had the real pleasure of hearing the world premiere of your very beautiful work with Eyes Unveiled. And I'm thrilled that Cappella Romana is going to be doing its final two movements. Can you just say a few words about what With Eyes Unveiled is like, what inspired you, and what sort of music it will be like for listeners to hear?
Well, when I set out to write a composition in memorial of Father Ivan, the logical place to look was the Orthodox funeral service and the texts from those. But I wouldn't say that this is a liturgical work. But what it is a composition that uses themes from the Orthodox funeral rite. For example, the Memory Eternal theme comes into play. But it also uses themes from Father Ivan's own work, his Passion and Resurrection. There's a wonderful moment in that composition where the soprano has this gorgeous solo. And I've used that melody in the final movements, and one of those you'll hear um, in a transformative kind of way. So it's almost like a memorial to Father Ivan's work, and it's kind of made that transition into a memorial for him. And one of the things that's a little bit unique about this composition is the use of a cello. And the cello, of course, is not used in Orthodox liturgical music, but in this context, it I almost see it as a personification of Father Ivan himself, and both in the terms of thematic usage and in the interaction between choir and cello soloist. So I think there are some elements here that you'll hear drawn out of the Passion and Resurrection, but also some elements from the Orthodox funeral rite, and it all kind of creates this tapestry of a memorial for Father Ivan.